Hey there, it's Natalie Bardo here, and this is day 2 of the Start a Blog Challenge. I'm super excited to talk to you about things like WordPress and choosing your theme. This is the fun and creative side, where you're basically determining what your blog is going to look like. It's exciting stuff. But let's do a quick recap to make sure you're ready to watch this video. Have you chosen your blog name and blog niche? Did you purchase your domain and secure hosting for your self-hosted WordPress site? All right, so if you have, then we're good to go. If you're brand new, you're not a part of the challenge, you're gonna wanna click the link and subscribe and get the challenge workbook, plus access to all of my bonus tech training videos. Okay, so in this video, we are discussing choosing a theme. And when it comes down to WordPress themes, you've got two options. There are free themes and premium paid themes. The biggest difference is, one's free, one isn't. But like most free things, they have limitations. A lot of these free themes have limited functionality. They have been abandoned by their creators. They're not updated. And that's a problem because WordPress is constantly being updated. So you want to make sure that your theme is being updated along with it so your site, doesn't crash or have all these other issues. Just like if you have an old model of a cell phone, all of a sudden your OS doesn't want to work. You have to stay updated. Another problem with free themes, and this is going to sound a lot like the things we talked about in day 1, is that a lot of them have a pro paid version and they limit the functionality of the free version. So why give yourself a headache when you can just choose a premium theme? Premium themes are updated. They usually come with support. Sometimes that support is limited to 6 months or a year. But if you have any problems, you're able to contact the theme creator and get help. So continuing my home analogy, the thing I love about premium themes is that they use the framework child theme setup. So if we're thinking of this home, think of the framework as, the literal framework of your house. It determines where the rooms are, the hallways, if you have an elevator, because you got a fancy house, whatever. Whereas the child theme is basically the wallpaper, the furniture, what makes your theme function the way it is, but also it's about the feel and the look of it. So when you're choosing a theme, you just want to make sure that it's a reputable framework that's constantly being updated and that you have support, because purchasing a paid theme should be a one-time investment. I also love the child theme setup because if you're moving themes, and I believe I'm on my 3rd theme for my main blog, and I stuck within the framework because it's so easy to just change things over and there are no technical hiccups because both of the child themes are built on the same framework. So I actually just did some Googling, and my favorite framework is the Genesis framework. It was created by StudioPress, and it's one of the most popular ones out there. So we're going to take a look at that. I also like it because there are some web designers that create their own child themes built on the Genesis framework, and they're honestly so beautiful. So let's take a look. I want to show you about the WordPress backend, how you can choose and change your theme, and talk to you about a little thing called logo creation because you might need one. So let's take a look. So here we are in the back end of a brand new WordPress site. This is how things should look. So in case you have no idea how to access your new site, you're going to want to head to yourblogname.com or .ca, whatever, /WP-admin. That's how you access the backend. You're going to log in with the username, email, and password that you set up when you set up your site. All right, so this is the dashboard, and we're going to go to Appearance and Themes. I also have some tech training that walks you through using WordPress. So if you're brand new, we go through the dashboard and I get you started. So don't worry, but we're just going to talk about themes quickly in this video. So if we go to your website, it could look something like this or even less put together. It's a bit of a far cry from what you want your theme to look like. So in the back end, if you go to Appearance and Themes, you're going to be able to add some new themes. So you can click here, Add New Theme, or you can click Add New up here.
And this is going to bring you to WordPress's own, theme catalog. So you're able to check out and look at all of the free themes that are available. We've got featured and popular and latest and some of the favorites out there if you want to add some to your favorites. Okay, so thing with free themes, you just want to make sure that they have some of the features of the premium theme. So one of them is that it has to be mobile friendly. You cannot have a theme that isn't. The majority of people who are on the internet are using it on their phone. So you just want to make sure that that is accessible. So just make sure that when you're checking. So if you're going to go to features, you can decide, okay, what type of blog it is, if we want a featured image, do we want it to have 1 column, 2 column, whatever. So you can apply the features and you can search, and it's going to show you all of the themes in the catalog that are matching your desired theme. So maybe I want to see what this one looks like. You can just hover and click preview. But if you don't have a lot installed on your site, you won't always get the full picture, because here we have no blog posts as yet. But it's showing you what this theme can look like. If you're good and you like it, you can click install and activate. And then now this is what your theme looks like. So let's just refresh my homepage. Okay, so this is the basic theme. Our blog post will be down here. So this one isn't bad, and if you're just getting started, I'm sure you can find some free themes that will do the trick for now. Alternatively, we've got these premium themes, and like I said, I love the Genesis framework. There are, the thing I love about Genesis also is that they have, some of their own plugins. So say, for example, with the email opt-in forms, I've switched email providers 3 times. So if you're getting started, maybe you'll start with MailerLite or MailChimp, it's free. But then as you upgrade to something like maybe ConvertKit, you don't want to have to recreate all your opt-in forms. But I've never had to change my opt-in forms because I was always using a Genesis plugin. So I just had to change something on the back end and my forms would work. So let's take a look at these premium themes that I love. And for example, one of the ones that is really great and something you should know is that most premium themes come with demo content. So that means when you're looking at this demo site right here, when you purchase it, it comes with all of these images, so you're able to start from a finished site, as opposed to having with some of these free themes, you're actually not starting from what it looks like. So if I, activate this one, this Uptown style, you'll notice that when I view the site, it doesn't look anything like the free theme that they showed me, right? I have to figure out how to make it look like this. But a premium theme comes with not only demo content, but also documentation, which tells you click by click, add this here, put this here, use this widget. So it walks you step by step through making your site look exactly like the demo site. Obviously, you're just going to add in your own images, change the words, put your own blog posts, but that is what I love the most about premium themes. And obviously, it comes with a tablet and a mobile-friendly version. Okay, so that's my first pick, StudioPress. Depends on the theme. If you're just starting out, you don't really need a complicated theme like this niche one. You can find a more simpler theme that is probably less than $129. So this comes with the theme and that framework. So you get the child theme and you get the Genesis framework. Okay, so the next one I'm a fan of is Blue Chick. They've designed some beautiful templates, like they say, beautiful and professional. You can shop all of the themes here. Let's check it out. These WordPress themes. And I definitely guarantee you that you've been on a blog or two that uses Blue Chick. So they have all of these different themes. You can view the demo. Like I said before, price depends entirely on the theme. So we've got some that are $79, others are $129. It just entirely depends on the theme you purchase. So that's that. The other ones that I'm a huge fan of are pretty darn cute. They are, filled with color. I just love them. So if you're looking for an exciting site, I definitely also recommend this. So my last bit of advice when choosing a theme is that you're going to want to choose a theme that already looks how you want it to look, okay? So you're gonna take a look at the demo. You're gonna make sure the menu is where you like it, that there's space for adding a logo, how you like it, that you're just a fan of how this website looks. This one's actually very similar to my own theme. So you're just gonna wanna make sure that that theme already looks how you want it. I cannot stress that enough. You don't wanna get a theme and then have to rework it, pay a web designer to redo it for you. So just choose a theme that is already how you want it to be and function. Remember, you're gonna swap out the images, but we're not gonna change the functionality. Okay, so if you're coming from one of those free drag and drop page builders like Wix, I really want to introduce you to Elementor. It is the world's leading WordPress page builder. Like they said, it's super fun. I tested a bunch of them. It's easy to use. You can even build a theme with it. So it allows you to drag and drop and build pages, add in all types of functionality. All my landing pages and sales pages are built with Elementor. There's a free version and it's quite comprehensive. It's amazing what you get in the free version. But if you do upgrade to Pro, it's $49 a year and you can have this drag and drop page builder as well. So that's it for themes. Get started, start shopping, have a look at the different themes that are available to you, decide what you want it to look like, and then get going. Be sure that when you install a premium theme that you are looking at the documentation. It's going to show you click by click how to set it up. All right, let's keep going. We just want to quickly talk about logos because as you can see, a lot of these themes have space for a logo. Let's talk about it. So my number one tip for choosing a logo is to make sure you create one after you choose your theme. And that's because the size and dimensions of your logo are entirely dependent on your theme, especially if you want to add it to your header. So once you've chosen your theme, installed it, all of that fun stuff, you'll notice here that when I go to header image, at the very top, it's saying, okay, this is the dimensions, 800 by 340 pixels. It's a rectangular image. But you can see it has to be in this rectangular shape in order to fill this space, okay? So when we're talking about logos, you can use Canva and design one. Just create a document in these dimensions. Alternatively, you can check out the Wix logo maker. I'm not a fan of Wix for building blogs, but hey, their logo maker is pretty awesome. You've probably seen the ads on YouTube. There's no way you haven't. You know, I feel like I've seen it 10 million times. So you can, start creating a logo with the Wix logo maker. That's an option for you. Sign up for an account. Alternatively, Canva has their own logo maker. So you can play around with this. You can create it with Canva Pro. Canva Pro starts at $9.99 a month. And yeah, you can also just create a blank document in Canva. They have graphics, they have different colors, so you can design a logo for free using Canva. Alternatively, I love Autumn Lane Papery. They have some gorgeous, gorgeous designs. So you can shop pre-made logos. They've got over 1,200 of them, and they're around $17. So all you would do is make sure, you find a logo that matches your brand, and you can go from there. You can search by color. You can search by shape. So remember, I was telling you, is it going to be a circular logo? Is it going to be triangle or rectangle? So you just want to make sure that you pick a logo that's going to fit in your header. So that's it for logos. It's not complicated. You've got lots of options, and you can also do some Googling on, free logos, but the ones I've shared with you are the best I've found. All right, so let's talk about the first two pages you're going to want to make sure your site has. And you'll notice every blog always has an about page. And this about page is just telling your story, helping you connect with your reader. So the best advice I've ever had for creating an about page is that it's not about you. I know that sounds strange, but your about page is really about your reader. So you're gonna head on over to your site. You can go to the back end, go to pages, and you're just gonna create a new page. So add new, and this is using the classic editor, and it's exactly like a text document. So nothing fancy or crazy here. You're just going to type and format like you would in any text editor. You're going to name this page About Me. You can also just draft it in a Google Doc. And that way you can get started with your About Me page. So I'm just going to deactivate the classic editor so we can have a look at what that page is going to look like. So let's just add a new page. So using Gutenberg, which is a 5.0 update, it's basically blocks. So if you ever use a page builder, you might be familiar with it. So very similar to the classic editor, except you're just going to add new blocks if it's a paragraph, if it's a heading, if it's an image. So it's a lot more visual way of editing your documents. So it does take a bit getting used to, play around with it. It's just typing. So, this is your About page. You can just press enter to add a new text block. If you want to add a heading, once again, +, heading. So go through these tips for using Gutenberg. The other page I want you to set up, and if you don't love this, you can download and install the Classic Editor WordPress plugin. So the other page we want to talk about is your contact page. So every single theme usually comes with one. You just want to make sure that it's actually set up to connect with you. So here's the contact page. Add a little bit about you here. And you just want to make sure that this form actually submits so you can edit it. And make sure the form is connected to you. So this is editing the form. So this one is WP Forms. So you just want to go in whatever the form is, just make sure you've edited it. So open it up, make sure that when we have the settings for this form, notifications, you're just going to add in your own email here to make sure you get notified when someone contacts you. Okay, one last thing. If you're building your site and you're not ready for anyone to see it, I encourage you to install the free Coming Soon plugin. So you're going to want to do a search for Seed Prod. It's the only one. It's a free Coming Soon plugin. Over 1 million activations. So here's my tip for plugins. You want to make sure when you're installing a plugin, one, it's compatible with your version of WordPress. A lot of people are using it and it's been updated recently. So we can see that this plugin checks all those boxes. I'm going to install it now. And I'm going to activate it. And this is going to ensure that if anybody comes to your site, so you can just click Enable Coming Soon mode. You can even write a message for them. You can upload that logo here and tell them that, hey, come back later. So you can still see your homepage, but if anybody randomly lands on your new website, they won't see anything that you don't want them to see. Okay.
For day 2 of my free Start a Blog challenge. You are well on your way to launching that blog. I'm so excited for you. I hope you have fun choosing a theme you love. Just remember, make sure it's a theme that already looks and functions how you want it. There's no point in spending 20 hours trying to make a theme the way you want it. So if you haven't signed up and you're just randomly watching this video, you're going to want to click the link and subscribe. You're going to get access to my challenge guide. It's a printable with a checklist to everything you need to do to create your brand new blog. And you're also going to get access to my additional tech training where I go into more detail on everything that I just introduced you to in this video, just in case you need extra help. So that's it for day 2. Let's launch that blog. I'm Natalie Bardo, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.